Jiaqi.
I'm Andrea.
And I'm Kimberly, and today we're going to talk about the analysis of the commodities market. The purpose of this project is to write a program that analyzes the commodities market. The user must select from a given set of commodities and be able to analyze the data from the commodities market and then make predictions based on past performance. The data used for analysis was taken from the IMF commodities data located on the IMF website. We are then given the task of extracting data from a website and providing the actual price compared to the predicted price given to the user. In order for our GUI to be successful, we have to complete several tasks. These tasks can be summed up as follows. We need to create a menu that gives the user the option to analyze commodity price or an individual price. Based off the user selection, our GUI needs to report back to the user the years available for the data for the user's choice. We need to present to the user a menu of types of graphs to choose from, including the option to plot the price from a single month, to plot the price for every month over a range of years specified by the user, the option to create a bar chart for every quarter for a range of years specified by the user, and the option to plot these on a graph with a labeled title and axis. We need to create a program that offers the user the option to predict the future price of the individual commodity if the user selects from either crude oil, copper, aluminum, cotton, or cocoa. To do so, we'll use the EMA formula to process our data and predict the future price by the user, and then write a program that does a query on the actual commodity price for the day the program is running.
If we had been successful in getting our program to run, the user would be able to select various drop-down menus to analyze the commodities data found on the IMF website. The user could select a commodity and receive the date for the years that the data is available. It would also be able to look at price ranges from all the years available of many different commodities. The user would also be able to graph a selected commodity based on months of every year, a range of years, or a range of quarters. They would also be able to predict the future price of selected commodities based on the user's specified dates. The layout of the GUI was based off of the aesthetic appeal. No particular order was given for why we chose to put menus where they were. And when the GUI is open, everything is laid out in sequential order. First, you must pick a commodity, then you will receive a range of dates of the available data, and then you have your graphing options. Finally, you have the option to view predicted prices, and last, there is an area for the graph. Our GUI has bright, pleasing colors for the user's appeal.
Even though our program looks good, we still struggle on getting the handles to work for the program with the GUI. We also spend a lot of time trying to extract the data from the provided website in test 10. For test 4, we have difficulty writing a program that allows the user to select the handle to grab, and the GUI doesn't work in our boxplot program too.
Here is the layout for our commodities market analysis GUI. By clicking play, our GUI comes up. The user can come over here and choose a commodity. By clicking on the Commodity Price Indices drop-down menu, the user is presented with these choices. By clicking the individual commodity prices, the user is given various commodities to choose from. By choosing, say, corn, a date range of available data will come up. For this particular one, data is available from January of 1982 until July of 2012. The user can then come to this graphing options area, select a month, And ideally, a graph will come up here plotting all values of data of June from all available years. The user can also choose a range of years. You can choose a starting year and an ending year between 1980 and 2012 and graph it. A graph will appear here of the selected data. Similarly, they can do this with quarters for a bar chart. Choose a starting quarter, an ending quarter, and hit graph. A graph will appear here. Also with annual data, they can choose a starting date, an ending date, click graph, and a graph will appear here of selected data. Finally, the user, if they so choose, can predict a future price of these 5 commodities. Enter a projected prediction date and hit predict. The program will then calculate a predicted price based on the date they selected they want predicted and of these 5 commodities. A graph will appear here. And that is our commodities market analysis GUI.